Welcome to my creature drawing live stream. I think it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I did my last one, so I'm very excited for this one. Hi! Oh my gosh, hi! Nice to see you. So yeah, we have a little bit of a different setup today. You guys are stacked on top of some books, so I hope that's okay. I hope it's not too distracting. And we're gonna do something a little bit different than usual. So if you're new or not, I'm just gonna give a little quick rundown. Usually, what we do on these live streams is I create a creature. Um, Usually I draw sort of a standard character pose, and then you guys come up with a bunch of ideas. We write them down. I show you guys a bunch of my past characters to get you like kind of understanding everything and just. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. What I mean is I show you a bunch of characters to kind of get you inspired, but today we're going to do it a little bit differently. I literally just want to draw a flamingo for 44 minutes. Someone said, "Are you sick? You sound a little bit different." I might be a little bit sick just because it's very cold where I am. So that's possible. Hopefully, it's not too distracting. But that's funny that you noticed that. But yeah, today I really just want to draw a flamingo for 44 minutes. So I hope that that is okay. Wait, are you guys lagging? It looks fine for me, but let me know if it's lagging for you so that I don't blab and blab. But yeah, I had to set things up a little bit differently today, so you guys are stacked on top of the books. Hopes that's okay. Let me just read the chat. Sorry, guys. Um, Hi, haven't been here in a while. Nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't been here in like 2 or 3 weeks either, so we're all coming back, and I'm so glad to see you guys. And you have to let me know if the lighting's okay, because I had to like kind of finagle to make lighting work. Anyways, um, anyone else lagging? Yeah, let me know. That's very oddly specific. Why 44 minutes? Just an impulsive thought. Kind of, yeah. Honestly, a combination of things. Number one, I've discovered that to do these live creature drawings, it does take me about an hour, but sometimes we can do it in less. And since we're kind of skipping some of the usual original steps, I feel like 45 minutes is good, but I don't like odd numbers. I like even numbers, like not just not like I like even numbers in twos, but like even more when it's in fours. So I just felt like that made sense. Um, so yeah, sorry about the odd specific nature, but honestly, we might get more oddly specific on this channel. I feel like now that we have like a community, I can kind of like do more oddly specific things that I want to do. But I'll explain my thought process behind this flamingo. Honestly, do you guys like this pose? Because I was quite proud of this. I feel like it's giving what I want it to give. You know what I mean? It's predicted that it's gonna be negative 20 degrees Celsius next week, and that means no school. Incredible, lovely. I mean, I'm assuming that that's like a positive for you. It means you can like lounge at home and be creative. What's better than that? Once I read the title, I commented, "Wow, that's really specific." Yes, it is. Okay. Um, so, anyways, thought process behind the flamingo before I get started. First of all, I haven't done a live stream in a few weeks, and so I just kind of want to ease back into it in a more sort of casual manager in a more sort of casual manner. So instead of kind of like coming up with an entire new thing and like a whole concept and writing down a bunch of ideas, I was like, I just want to draw this and bring you guys along with me. So, quick little backstory before I get started. Oh my gosh, there's tape on my mat for some reason. Um, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for my Creature Concerto series, actually, I think I responded to a comment about this, but for my Creature Concerto series, which is my current ongoing series, I'm basically drawing an orchestra of original creatures, and I'm sure you've noticed, but the theme, like kind of like the uniform for everyone in the orchestra is pink. It's like this bright raspberry pink and then sort of like a medium bright pink. And the reason for that, obviously, there's other colors going on, like the colors of the instruments, which is like that mahogany color for the strings and like sort of a gold and black for the piano. But that is the general color scheme because it's kind of like a pre-Valentine's Day thought process for me, and I could go into an entire rant if you guys want me to. Oh, wait, my light just turned off. Does that look better? Oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't go off randomly again. We'll see. Anyways, but yeah, so the theme is pink because it's kind of like a pre-Valentine's Day thing, because if you know me, I love Valentine's Day, and the reason for that is oh my gosh, the light. All right, hold on, you guys, I'm sorry about that. We've really been struggling with the lighting here. Honestly, that's one of the reasons that I have not been doing live streams as much, because the lighting. So let's see if we can fix this. Oh my gosh. Is that acceptable? Okay. I think this is acceptable. Not as good as what we had before, but it's fine. Is that fine? Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, let me know if this is fine. I've never really celebrated Valentine's Day. Someone says, wait, people are talking about the weather where they live. Okay, let me explain. The flamingo is going to be the singer. Should it be? That's kind of one of my thought process. Is this going to be an instrument creature? Because I can't think of an instrument for a flamingo right now. Oh yeah, makes sense. Might be. Okay. Um, so basically, yeah. So it's kind of a pre-Valentine's Day thing. I love Valentine's Day, and it's not like, oh, such a celebration or like that. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of the best holidays for so many reasons. It's so girly. I love girly things. It's like the the real depths of winter. Like I feel like you associate snow with like Christmas time, but it like usually February is more the time when it snows. And it's just such a cozy, creative time. And I love when it snows and then the colors of Valentine's Day. It's like the doilies and the lace and the bows and the velvet and the satin and the pink and red. Like it's just amazing. And so I kind of wanted to make the orchestra. It's kind of a romantic little concerto, and I thought it would be fun. So the flamingo doesn't have to be part of the orchestra, but I feel like it would be fun if it was. Honestly, you guys don't want to watch me draw an orchestra character because it's just a lot of time and erasing, trying to get the anatomy correct because it's challenging. It's not something I'm used to drawing, like people playing different instruments. Um, so I don't think I can really do that, but I wanted to make another like pink character that's kind of like, I don't know, just heading towards the Valentine's Day vibes. So if you guys think this should be an orchestral character, then we can put her in the orchestra. She can just be an extra. She could be in the audience, or she could be the singer. I was kind of thinking she could be the singer, but you guys can decide. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of my thought process. So let's get started. Wait, actually, let me read the chat. Give her eyeshadow. Incredible. Obviously, that's what I have to do. I wanted to take a second to point out that I've predicted the last two creatures precisely. You really have. I mean, I will say, like, to be fair, I do take your guys' considerations into account. Um, so it makes sense that we're kind of like on the same wavelength, if that makes sense. Like, wait, did it lag? Did it lag? Is everything good? Okay. Um, but yeah, I ask for your advice, like what you guys want to see, and you guys tell me what you want to see. So I feel like we're all kind of on the same wavelength. But you have literally predicted like the exact character on the exact specific day. So that is very impressive. So anyways, let's get started. I just thought it would be fun to draw like a wonderful flamingo. She could either go with the orchestra or she could just be like a fun extra character. I am pretty close to hitting 8,000 subscribers, which is like, oh my gosh, so crazy and exciting. And I think most of you guys, specifically you guys that like come to my live streams, have been here for a really long time. So I feel like that might also be like exciting for you guys, like to see just that like this community has grown to that size because for like this is such a specific niche. This is such a specific and unique niche. So it's really exciting that like we have found that many like of our people. Like I'm not someone who's posting really necessarily like viral content. So it's exciting that that many people have just like joined and joined the Creature Nation. You know what I mean? Speaking of Creature Nation, I haven't really plugged it a ton, but you guys should totally go and follow my Instagram at Creatures by Zoe. And I post every day on there. And if I do post reels, they are different than the ones I post here. This is the only place where I post my like daily explanation shorts of my creatures. But on there, it's different. So you wouldn't just be getting like completely double content. I will still post my characters, my creatures, obviously, but I post it in different ways than I do on here. And I definitely want to, you know, have my community over there on Instagram as well. Um, Someone said, I noticed that some of your most viewed videos have been very recent from the orchestra and 25 Days of Creatures. Yes, my most viewed characters for the most part are from the past 3 months because those have just been such great months for characters. You know, we had the Halloween month and then we had like autumn creatures and everyone's just very cozy for like the holiday season. And yeah, so people have found those, and that's been really, really exciting. And you guys, there's just more and more to come. What do you think of her snout slash nose? Like, are we liking it? Does it make sense? I'm gonna try I wanna just make a super girly flamingo. So even though this is kind of like written in the stars already that the flamingo exists and like all that, let me know what suggestions you guys have for her. So I'm assuming we wanna do big eyes because she's a flamingo and like super girly. So I'm gonna give her a big, big eye, but it doesn't have to be open. I feel like it could be kind of like, I don't know, kind of like I don't know what exactly word to use, but a little bit more mysterious, a little bit flirtatious, like she can kind of have like fluttery lashes. That would be kind of a fun expression for her. Love the backgrounds and the music on them. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I mean, I post in my YouTube, I should really post more updates, you guys, on my shorts, but I post in my posts about, I just did like an interview with a digital arts blog, which is like a a digital publication about artists. And I just did a little interview. They showcase some of my creatures from my December series, and I talk a little bit about Creature Nation. So if you guys want to check that out, you should. I can actually link that in the description after I'm done with the video. But I also have it in my post, and you guys can go and check it out because it's pretty exciting. Yeah. Can everyone say their favorite creature, not specific, just of all time? Oh, that's so sweet. I would love if you guys would tell me your favorite creature. And also let me know if you guys have been enjoying the Concerto series. Like, I know that they're visually all kind of in the same color scheme, which maybe can get a bit repetitive, but like, I do feel like it makes sense. Like, it makes more sense that they all fit together in the not just the same color scheme, but like literally the same color, because they're an orchestra. So at the end, I'm gonna do something. You guys know how I do like compilation videos, like long forms at the end of every series for the past few months, like at the end of the month. I'm gonna do something a little bit more different and exciting with the Concerto series for my long form. So I hope you're excited for that. We're gonna kind of just bring them together in a new and different way that I haven't done with my other ones. Because the main way that we see the creatures together is in the charts or the calendars or whatever. So this is a little bit different, and I'm very excited. It's like another, um, it's basically like another project, but involving the characters from this month. So I'm very excited for that. And then I'm gonna do. Wait, should she have like okay? Should she have, like, more thicker lashes that are pointy like this or more, like, wispy? What do we think? Um, I'm thinking a clarinet, a bassoonist, and maybe a xylophonist. I was thinking xylophone too, because a lot of people keep asking about percussion, and I feel like that's a really fun one that's also, pretty much in, like, most orchestras. The thing about percussionists in orchestras is, like, obviously, I can't just draw like a drum set because that's more for a band, not an orchestra. But percussionists kind of hop around between many different types of percussion. So I'm trying to think of what types there are. I forget what someone suggested, but I'm definitely going to do some of your suggestions and maybe a xylophone as well. So let me know if you think these lashes should be wispy. I'm kind of thinking they should be wispy, like more feathery, like a flamingo. Do you guys like this flamingo idea? I mean, like, it just makes sense. And I think if she's not the singer, she could be like the audience. You know what I mean? Like the onlooker, which I think could also be really cute. So I kind of like this, that her eyes kind of like half open, like that. And she's gonna have very big eyes. I feel like that's very beautiful for her. And you guys can help me name her. With the concerto orchestra, I've been more focused on getting the creatures, to look right for their instruments, but we haven't confirmed, all of their names yet. So we can make naming this one more of a confirmation. We can confirm what her name is going to be like tonight. And I also feel like this is just going to be a really fun Sunday creature to share tomorrow because Sunday's just a cozy day. And I know that a lot of my viewers really, really like the animal type creatures a lot. And with the orchestra, I've been doing more human-like characters just because I really have to focus on how people hold instruments, and that's kind of like there's an added level of difficulty when the proportions are even more bizarre than my character's proportions already are when they're like non-human vibes. You know what I'm saying? Boulder is the one I was the OG favorite, that's hilarious, and I stan that choice. Love Boulder. Honestly, Boulder could be like a relative of Cole. You know what I'm saying? Barely Prescott, yes. And I think Mavis and Mauve too. Yes, Mavis and Mauve were really fun. That was like kind of at the beginning of my live streams. And a lot of people came up with a like there were a lot of people I feel like in that live stream. So there was a lot of ideas and it was just really fun. It was a very collaborative one. So I like that one too. Um is she the audience? I don't know. What do you guys think? She could be the audience. I feel like that actually makes a lot of sense. But I think she should be related to the concerto orchestra because color scheme, you know? She literally could be like she could be like the manager for someone. Do you know what I mean? Like or the agent or the audience. I don't know. Is everything okay? Is it lagging? I don't know. Sometimes I can't really tell. So let me know. Boulder is such a good pick. You guys, it's hilarious. Boulder, I literally love him and he's so conceptual and everything, but he literally did take me the least amount of time to draw. So that's very funny because I've spent so many hours on so many of my creatures, and then you guys always love the ones that I don't spend as much time on, which is really funny and really telling because it's kind of more like the concept and the instinctual nature of the drawing that just connects and clicks for you guys. So I really love that. Um, we're learning about the symphonic orchestra and music right now. Oh my gosh, that's so kismet. Like, what are the odds of that? That that's happening simultaneously. Like I didn't even know that. Um, and there's these drum things called the timpani. Oh, the timpani. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That was the one I was exactly thinking of. That's been requested and I think I'm going to do that. They're kind of like big drums. Um, got what? What have you got? Okay, I should keep drawing. Guys, I actually really like the way this eye went. And I am going to put eyeshadow on her, which I think is going to come across a little bit more in the final drawing, you know, with the colors. But she'll have eyeshadow. And then I don't know if she even needs an eyebrow, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's necessary. Um, but I'm going to try and execute her beak. So flamingos, I think, have like the end of their beak is a bit darker. She doesn't need to be a perfect flamingo, by the way. She can kind of take inspo from several different exotic birds. That's just kind of the framework I wanted to work within is the flamingo because she's pink and she's going to be glorious. So that's kind of, I'm pretty sure that's kind of accurate. And then maybe like this. She obviously has to be smiling because she's literally at a like romantic concerto orchestra. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you know what would be so cute? If like she was on one side of the orchestra and then like her crush was on the other side. And then they're like looking at each other like across the music. Like that would be fun. Something like that. She is sort of like could be like a visually striking sort of like framework for the orchestra. Does that make sense? I feel like that would be really fun. Um all the creatures from Creature Forecast. Mostly I love Windy. Wait, I love that because Windy is one of my personal favorites that I've ever made. So I really, really appreciate that. Wow, thank you. Creature Forecast is one of my favorites. Honestly, I think something that I'm going to do this year is redesign some of my original creatures from earlier times that you guys love so much that are kind of like staples in the creature world. I just feel like my style of drawing has evolved a bit. I did a redraw for Autumn Prescott and I was really happy with it. We obviously keep their whole look, their charm and everything. I just kind of upgrade it with different techniques and different things that I do differently now that I've been doing this for longer. Um they're drums, but the difference is that they don't make just percussion, but rather a melody. Their notes can be adjusted by pulling on the leather. Wow, that's really exciting. Yes, I think I'm gonna do those at some point. And then other than that, other than instruments, we're just going to do a singer potentially if you guys want it. Some of you have requested it, so I'm assuming that you do. And also a conductor, of course. Let me just move this a little bit. Sorry guys about the stack of books casting the shadow, but like I it's what I had. um the thing I've got is the best of being a listener and a musician in the orchestra, the conductor. Yes, the conductor. I love Stormy. I loved that Ash got her hair from her. I remember suggesting that. Wait. Oh, gosh, I completely that is a really great memory. Um, yeah, Stormy was one of my favorites too. I really, really enjoyed making that forecast series. And also, there are more things we could do with forecasts. Like, we could do another part. And I think something I'm going to focus on this year in terms of new creatures is like expanding on things we need to expand on because there are like certain families where there are some people missing that I need to add or that I just need to redraw so that we can really kind of um like concretely say like these are the canon, these everything here is canon. You know what I mean? Nothing needs to be changed or added. So that's the point we're going to get to with Creature Nation this year where like this is official lore, these are the official characters, this is the official ancestry, official map. That is kind of like my goal, one of my goals this year, to just set everything in stone basically. Cuz a lot of stuff like we haven't necessarily decided on certain names or relations or maybe I want to just like fix some things. So that's the point we're going to get to. Anyway, a flamingo would be perfect for conductor. Yeah, it would, but I kind of have an idea for the conductor. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little uncertain of that. We need a map of their home. Oh yes, and I believe I might make a fan-made version. Yes, someone has made a map before, like a sketched map. But that is 100% happening this year. So these are big projects, but I'm very excited. You can't even see her feet. Can you see her feet? Guys, I've barely accomplished anything in terms of this flamingo drawing on the live, but that's okay. So I'm thinking for the rest. Oh wait, I remember that was one of the final things I saw on the Discord server. Oh, you guys, I have to check the Discord server. I haven't checked it in a while. I do like see in my notifications sometimes that things are happening, but I have to check. Honestly, I don't know if I really have any business making a Discord server because I've never used Discord before really, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really know how to set it up. I didn't really know but I can see that people are active in there. So, and it's a very positive, lovely community. So I don't know that there's anything I really need to do, but I just wanted a place that you guys could talk about the creatures and just sort of like be in the community that just is, has that common interest and brought you guys together. So that's kind of that. Should she have like tufts? I'm assuming she should because like it's literally my drawing. And so tufts are like very important. Like, how sweet is that? Like, I love that. Little tuft. We can get a little bit of shadow here. I think her being fuzzy is going to be very important. I know the flamingos are like feathery, but I feel like it'd be fun if she's kind of like more just fuzzy. You know what I mean? So, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Does she need an eyebrow? I don't know. Maybe just like a very thin one. Just a very thin one, like a very early 2000s tweezed eyebrow. I feel like that's good. Wait, actually, I really like that. Does she need an eye on her other side? Like, does she need an eye appearing from the other side? Or what do we think? That's kind of how this would look like a little bit. I don't know if that's. I don't know, you guys. What do you think of this? Do we want the eye kind of peeking out from the other side, or does that kind of confuse people? I actually kind of like it, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. Since I just like picked the entire character we were drawing. Eyebrows. Hello, I've never seen you before in my lives, but what do you think? Do you like the little like skitty mini eyebrows? And also, what do you think of the eyeball on the other side? Like, should we have that? Should we eliminate it? I don't know. Um, where am I here? Oh, I'm really proud of being basically the backbone of the Discord. No, literally, you made so many. I don't know how to use Discord, you guys. I literally just made a Discord because um, wait, hold on. Is this kind of blurry? What's going on here? Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Oh, wait, but that literally fixed it. I think that actually fixed the problem. Whoopsies. Okay, but it actually did fix the issue. Wait, it looks so much better now. It's like my camera literally like jolted itself into the right place. Anyways, sorry you guys. Yeah, but I didn't know how to make a Discord server. I literally had no clue. I thought it was just a place to chat. It like didn't occur to me that I thought it was a place for you guys to all connect. I just stop. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Yeah. But I didn't know. I thought it was just a place for you guys to chat. I wasn't comprehending the fact that like you need to like make rules and like have managers or mods or whatever and like make category. Like I didn't know all of that. I think I was a little over in my head, but luckily like some of you guys just kind of took over. So that's good. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't too distracting. Like you probably like jolted up in bed if you're watching this like, you know, anywhere other than like America where it's like the dead of night for you. Um She should be holding an envelope with a heart in her beak. Wait, that's actually a really cute idea. Like a love letter. What do we think? What do we think? Okay, meanwhile, while we are deciding if that's the case, guys, she's kind of honestly could be done, but I think we should add like a lot more fuzz. And instead of drawing like feathers, I think I'm just gonna make her really fuzzy. It's actually funny because sometimes to myself I say like I'm not going to make this creature, not this one, but just in general, I'm like I'm not going to I'm not going to make this creature fuzzy just because fuzz takes me so long. When I'm drawing on my tracing paper, it's so fun. I love it. I make a ton of fuzz. It's fine. It's all dandy. But when I'm actually doing the color version, it's very tedious and it takes a really long time, especially to get the fuzz to actually look right. So I'm always like, I'm not going to do fuzz for this one, but then I do because it needs fuzz and I just love the way they look with fuzz. And then I'm like, oh, it needs fuzz. And then it takes me like literally 3 times as long. But it's just so worth it. And I feel like it's such an important part of my creatures. You guys, I hope it wasn't too distracting that my entire phone like literally fell, but it's fine. I don't think it was bad. Pearl necklaces. Ooh, that could be cute. Or she could have like a locket on, like a little heart necklace. That could be cute. And she should probably be in the audience then. Yeah, I feel like she does kind of look like she's in the audience. Let's be real. Which, by the way, when I got on here, that hadn't occurred to me. That was something that I think just occurred to me on the live. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So here we're going to add the fuzz. Maybe we should add like at least sort of like the outline of a wing. Kind of tucked a little bit. Like this. Does that kind of make sense? Like that. And I'll kind of make that work. Now, she could be wearing something. I feel like that's something different we could do here. She could be wearing like a tiara or a bow. I mean, a bow would be cute. I just feel like a flamingo wouldn't be wearing a bow. I feel like a flamingo would be wearing a tiara. Like, tell me I'm wrong. You can't. Like a domesticated flamingo would be wearing a bow. But like a free flamingo that's like going to an orchestral concerto by themselves, I just don't feel like they would be wearing a bow. I had just had that complete discourse with myself. No one suggested either of those things. And she should be blushing. Absolutely agree. That's what I'm doing here after I read your comment. So that's perfect. Wait, do you guys like this eye on the other side? Also, I can't believe I predicted the Gem series idea from Gadget and Gizmo's lives, but I suggested BTW, LOL. Yes, would be the monthly creature series for this year on the last live of the year. That was really insane. Maybe I should have commented back and been like, literally, you're right. But I still wanted it to be a surprise for people that didn't guess. I like berets. I like berets too, but would she be wearing a beret? I guess she could be wearing like a hot pink beret. I feel like I used to have a hot pink beret, or someone in my family had a hot pink beret, and it was like really exciting. I love the concept of a hot pink beret. Would she be wearing a beret? I just feel like it would cover her tufts. And I feel like if she was wearing a crown or a tiara, her tufts would poke through. That's my thought process. And I feel like if you have such beautiful tufts on top of your head, like you'd want them to be seen. Like you don't want them to be like brushed down. You know what I mean? But Garnet is so unique. Thank you. Wait, are you talking about Garnets in general or like Garnet, my character? Probably, hopefully my character. I love her. And I really like, guys, I know Garnet is so fun and the Gem series is so fun. And like, it would be fun to do them all in a series like every day. But I just feel like it's such a good monthly series. I really, really do. And I think if I do it as a monthly series instead of every single day, I can make these gemstone characters more intricate and really bring like the elegance and I don't know, like, the intricacy to them. Because if I do them every day, I might not be able to squeeze as much in, but since it's once a month, I'll be able to make them super elegant. So, yeah. The character, thank you so much. Um, yeah, it's very exciting. Wait, so do you guys agree, though, like, if you have a beautiful tuft, you should be able to see it. So, tiara or no tiara? Like, what are we thinking? Let me know. Yes. Yeah, I think she should be in the audience, too. Do you guys think she should be wearing a necklace? We can test it out. Let's test it out. You guys know my love of tracing paper. Also, go read my interview on Digital Arts Blog because, like, I mean, it is interesting for people who've never seen my work, but I feel like it would be especially interesting for, like, you guys who literally know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, when I talk about the creatures and I talk about my work, I feel like you guys are the best audience for that. So please go and read it. That sounds like I'm really, really plugging, and I am plugging it, but like I genuinely think you guys will enjoy it. And I had you guys in mind when I was answering all of the questions. So I would love if you guys read it. You know what I mean? It's short, by the way. I didn't ramble and ramble and ramble. They're very concise answers. And you can see it on their Instagram and my Instagram, as well as their website. Anyways, um, kind of okay. Wait. Although I do know you don't like to make references to other media, making them kind of Steven Universe themed would make them more popular. I don't know really what Steven Universe is. Like, I'd have to look into it. I read it and I felt proud. I don't know. That's so sweet. That makes me so happy. Yeah, but it's so true. It's like I wouldn't be doing that interview and like making all of these characters and like where I am with all of the creatures in Creature Nation and stuff, like if you guys literally didn't watch and comment and engage and like, yeah. So I'm gonna try to do a tiara above, just like right here, and we can see if we like it. So, thinking what would I do exactly? Maybe like a little kind of like a very delicate tiara, and then it could be gold, like the instruments. Let me think. Because I really like the tiara that I made on what was his name? Xander Pinkerton. His tiara was really cute, and he had a little frog that also had a tiara, and like that was adorable. And then they could be like, don't you guys agree with me about Valentine's Day though? Like, it's it's not even really like about like the celebratoriness. Like, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like the wonderful colors and visuals and like treats and I don't know, and like the snow, the winter, like it's just so fun and wonderful. Like I feel like you guys are getting it because you're literally talking about tiaras and like flamingos. So I feel like you get the vibes. Necklace. Okay. I'm going to try two different necklaces. The one we can do a classic pearl necklace. But this is perfect because it's like she's all dressed up to go to the orchestra, which makes so much sense. Okay, so pearl necklace. Okay. Wait, oh my gosh. Right after I said that, I read this comment that says she needs to be all dressed up because she wants to impress her crush. Literally perfect. Like she's has a crush at the orchestra. This is so fun. Guys, I don't know. I'm going to post a video. I don't know about tomorrow, but in the next few days where I'm going to be talking just a short about some different projects that I have planned and like have you guys can comment what you want to see because I have a couple of different avenues that I could go down, but the thing is each project that I have completely self-imposed um takes a long time. So I can't do everything at once. I have to choose. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about like the different projects and the different things I'm going to do, but like you guys can let me know which one you're most interested in seeing first so that I can focus on that one. Do we like the tiara? Do we like the pearl necklace? Other option for the necklace would be I was thinking like a little heart locket. So we could do a little chain type of thing like this, maybe with a little heart. What do we think? I kind of like the pearl necklace because I feel like it's more like I'm going to the theater. Yeah. I mean, if you guys really think something else, let me know and we'll change it, but that's kind of my initial thought and it's what you guys suggested anyway, so it makes sense. So I'm going to put it here. I love tracing paper. By the way, the tracing paper, the pencil, everything I use is linked in my descriptions of my long forms and my lives. So, if you're interested in using the products I use, they're not expensive, by the way. Um, they're not like I can't use just the cheapest thing because the thing is the quality of your materials matters so much for the final product and for your own process. So, it's not like the cheapest tracing paper by any means, but it's not expensive at all. Definitely purchasable. If you have, a few dollars to spend on tracing paper, I highly recommend it. And there are other tracing papers that are more sort of like gritty, and they can be good for some projects, but for what I like to do, I love that these are so smooth. This is Canson, kind of thick paper. It's very smooth, and you can like erase a million times and it doesn't leave a bunch of indents, and I love that. It's just such a smooth process. Um, she's a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire in the snow. Oh, that's so sweet. And one of the main characters is Garnet. Oh, a pendant. Wait, hold on, I'm a little further back. Steven Universe is an animated show about gems that embody people, and it's silly at first and it gets serious later on, but still silly. Oh, wait, stop. So do all of the gem characters already exist? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't even know that. But my characters are, from my world, so that's that. But I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing like I know I do really like to come up with my own original characters, but I might do some occasional projects that are, I don't know, a little bit connected to something else. I don't know. Overall, you guys know I really like creating my own universe, but maybe I'll do something where I sort of like design something in my style. I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely open to different things, but my main thing is always gonna be creating my own characters. Now, what do we think about, like, her legs and feet? I think they're perfect, I don't think she needs anything else. I don't think she should be wearing shoes, like, I think that she's gonna be so elegant just like this. Do you guys like the tiara, and do you guys like the lashes? Do we like the snout? What is this? Her beak? Her pearl necklace. I love the pearl necklace. I really like the pearl necklace, you guys. It could even be, like, lightly pink. Yeah. There we go. I think her stance is really great. I'm really proud of it. And then we can add just like a little bit more fuzz. I'm glad that you guys were on board with the flamingo idea. Um, is her crush in the audience or the orchestra? That's a good question. I think it would be fun if her crush was on the other side of the orchestra, but I don't know. Maybe it would be fun if she had a crush on someone in the orchestra. But maybe like to give her someone of her own kind of species, maybe she could have a crush on someone who's like also some type of exotic bird. So maybe one of our next creatures needs to be another exotic bird type of character that she can be crushing on in the orchestra. Oh my gosh, I love that. What do we think of her feathers, her shape, her outfit? I feel like I'm loving it. Um, she's a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire in the show. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Cool. Wait, I'll definitely have to check it out. A few other main characters are Pearl, Amethyst, Steven, who has the gem of his mom, Pink Diamond, Rose Quartz, Peridot, Lapis, and Bismuth, and Jasper, and there's also Blue, Yellow, and White Diamond. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Now, is this just like a cartoon, or is this a kid's show specifically? Um, I didn't even realize. I guess I was just making my own gem characters and just going along, had no clue about that. But guys, what do we think? I almost feel like she's completed. And I know we didn't do as much added stuff on this character as we usually do in the lives, but I feel like just to come back to lives and again, since I don't have like good lighting right now and like my setup is just a little bit precarious, as we can tell because I literally my phone randomly dropped in the middle of this live stream, but like yeah, I just thought it would be more more a way to ease into the lives to just do something a little more a little less intense so I can also just chat with you guys. Do you guys want to see something fun speaking of Valentine's Day vibes? Cartoon, but it's kind of mature, although it's still a kids show. I love that. I love cartoons. Wait, what about the love letter? Okay, what do you guys think? Love letter, yes or no? I know what to do. When when you're uncertain if you don't want to like do something on the drawing and then have to erase it, it's the tracing paper. So how we would do that. Goodness, I'm trying to think, maybe we should actually have it not be completely straight across. Like, maybe the letter would be a little bit you know, like this kind of thing. And then we could be seeing the back of the letter, which is what I'm assuming you guys be kind of like that with a little heart on the seal. I mean, what do we think, you guys? What do we think? It explores, oh my gosh, so many themes. I am not going to mention all of this on my video because I know that YouTube is so cautious about like um saying that first word that you said. Um Amazing. I'll have to check it out. I will have to check it out. You guys recommend so many shows and things to me, and I really love that. I really, really love that. So what do we think? Love letter? We could even put some sparkles. Like there's magic in the letter. What do we think? Do you guys want the love letter? I like that you guys are in on the Valentine's Day vibes. You see what I mean though? I think it's just that there's so many fun visuals and girly sort of thematic elements to just explore and have around during that time of year, but it's like wintry. And that is just perfect to me. It's just the best. So here we go. Here's her little love letter. So cute. And then that kind of brings the heart element since we didn't put it on the necklace. And I can make it kind of like a wax seal when I do the final drawing. Guys, we might be done. I'm going to be the person to remind you to watch Epic as like 10 people have told you to. Oh my gosh, truly. It's been 44 minutes, you guys. It has almost. But legitimately, it might end up being 45 minutes because I usually, when I'm editing these live streams to keep them up, I usually cut the beginning part when there's like nothing going on. So it probably will end up being about 44 minutes. Who knows? That would be really crazy if that actually worked out. Because I'm probably going to end up changing the title of the video if it's not 44 minutes. But if it is, that would be awesome. So you guys, I think we are done. Do you guys want to see something fun? If you've been following me or if you've like looked all the way back on my videos, you probably have already seen this, but maybe not. But these are some gifts. I'm like, these are gifts for you. But these are some gifts with wrapping paper that I designed. With my pattern. The pattern is called Not a Creature Was Stirring. And it's all these mice that like fit together in a pattern. So fun. Look at him. Like, I love that. And so, yeah, these are gifts. These are kind of Valentine's Day vibes too. I love. Aren't they fun? Yeah, so I do have a video on my channel from when I created this wrapping paper, but this was before I really started Creature Nation, so I didn't share the process on here, I don't think. But yeah, these are from my first videos, but I love this wrapping paper. I might add this onto my site, which I'm going to make an entire, like I said, I'm going to talk in a short soon. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but like one of the next few days where I'm going to talk a little bit more, but my shirts, my Lynn the Goblin shirts on my website are sold out. And that makes me so happy and it's just so exciting. So I'm definitely going to add some more items. If you guys like this wrapping paper, I might add it to my site because I love it. I really love it. Honestly, I have changed the way I draw a little bit since I made this, but I just love it. I think it's so timeless and iconic and I don't think it will ever not be amazing to me. Just conceptually. Do you know what I mean? So it's so fun. I love these gifts. I actually made some of these gifts and I found my dog opening one the other day. So she gets it. That's why there's literally one here that's like it's like been chewed open. It looks like one of the rats chewed it open, which is exactly what happened. Her name should be Princess Pearl. Okay, I actually really love that idea, but there's going to be a character called Pearl because for my gem series. So I don't know. But I really like that idea. That's the thing. Pearl is a gem, so I doubt that's a good idea. Plus the princesses are the princesses are the Pinkertons. But there can be more princesses. I mean, she's wearing a tiara, so she could be like a lady in waiting. A lady. Should she be lady? She could be lady something, you know? That could be good. That could be good. Lady, oh yeah, that's the name. She could be like Lady something, you know what I mean? Lady Lovelet, that's pretty. 'cause it's also, like, love letter, you know? But I think it would be cute if her name was Lady something that's a first name. You know what I mean? Like, Lady I don't know, like, Lady I don't know, can you guys come up with something? Lady Penelope Cruz. That is so I don't know why you just said that, but that's really hilarious and random. That person does exist, though. Pearl would be a creature. Yes, Pearl is a creature that you guys will see so much more. There's so much lore. I honestly don't have enough time in the day to work as fast like as I want to, but there's so much more that I have to share with you guys. And I want to say like 15 and a half more things right now when you guys are talking because it's like things that are things. Like, you guys are on the right track, but I'm not going to mention it yet. Anyways, I have been summoned. Oh my gosh, hi! I'm so glad to see you. We're basically almost done, but basically, we made this flamingo creature. We've decided she's going to be part of the orchestra series, probably not in the orchestra, but she is dressed up to go to the orchestra. She's like in the audience. She's fuzzy. She's wearing a pearl necklace. She's wearing a tiara. She has a love letter because her crush is there. I think her crush is going to be in the orchestra, but if not, her crush will be in the audience as well. But she's all dressed up. She's super fuzzy. Love her. It's giving Valentine's Day. And I think we're going to name her Lady something because she could be a princess, but I feel like Lady would be cool. So yeah, maybe actually you're good at coming up with names, so maybe you could help. Someone suggested, see, the thing is, Penelope is already someone. Princess Penelope Petunia Gonzalez Pinkerton III. I mean, didn't you know? um, And Lady Laura, that's lovely, simple, elegant, beautiful. Um, Pearl for June, my birth month, as it's one of the birthstones. Yes, Pearl is also my birthstone. I'm also a June baby. So yeah, there's a few different gemstones for June. There's Pearl and Moonstone, but Pearl, I'm already like she's actually already designed, to be honest with you. But I'll explain that another time. The crush could be the conductor if we haven't made a conductor yet. Yes, the conductor is coming. So that could be the conductor could also be an elegant bird type, which I wasn't initially thinking of doing, but now that we've done this, it kind of makes sense. Um, Lady Penumbra. I feel like that's kind of like I feel like it should be more like I think it should be something with an L. Like I like the alliteration. I feel like that would be fun. Um, an emu. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Lady Lala, someone said. I feel like we should do like that's a good one. I actually like that idea. But I'm trying to think if I can think of any like L names that I really like. Um I feel like it should be something a bit whimsical. You know what I mean? Lady La Dracora. It's very elegant. Um she could just be like I love Lady Gaga. Someone says. Um, yeah. I didn't even make the connection for some reason. Um, didn't someone say Lady Love? I like that. What about Lois? Or like something like that, you know? Like something kind of just like a little off the wall, but like still a normal name. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I thought of Lois. Or Luella. What about Luella? Because it's kind of like Cinderella, but Luella. I love that name. Yes, she could be like the Cinderella of the orchestra. Like the Cinderella of the ball. Like everyone's just floored by her beauty. Like when she walks in the room. Louise, someone said Loanne. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's kind of going more in the direction that I like. I got it printed in April. Oh my goodness, so fun. Um, my mind jumped to Cruella, not Cinderella. See, that shows the two different types of people. Truly. Um, Lady Louise. This person said, I've never heard a Lady Gaga song. Okay, now you guys are just talking amongst yourselves, which is totally fine. I like Luella. Guys, I really like Luella. I also feel like it sounds kind of southern, like maybe she's like from the bayou. I don't know if they even have flamingos down there, but I love that. Lady Luella. Guys, would you be annoyed if I picked that name? I picked it and you guys didn't pick it. Um, Guys, I'm loving this. The end result of this video might not end up being 44 minutes, but, you know, the goal was there, and we pretty much accomplished it. But you guys, I'm gonna have to go soon because it's been almost an hour. I actually quite like it, someone said. Thank you. We're gonna add her to the Creature Concerto chart. I don't know if she's gonna be, like, in the chart in the boxes, because I think we're gonna continue with the instruments and, like, the singer and the conductor. But either way, she's gonna be on the chart somewhere. Like, she might be on the side or at the top or in one of the boxes, I don't know. But she can be, like, the guest of honor. Like, she is the guest of honor of the concert. You feel? I love that. Guys, okay. Okay. I have to get going soon. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. Thank you for just going along with the vibes that I was doing today. We didn't do a ton of intro with like all my past characters or like writing a bunch of ideas down, but this was really, really, really fun. And I hope that you guys enjoy the final of this creature here. Her feet, she's very tall, so you can't even see all the way down and all the way to the very tippy top of her head, but I hope that you guys like her. I'm really, really excited to add the colors. I think it's gonna be really fun and gorgeous, and I cannot wait. So I hope that you guys are pleased with it. And yeah, this has been so much fun. Here, I'll put my little gifts on the table to get you guys in the wintry Valentine's Day vibes. If you're new and you haven't seen, these are wrapping paper I designed actually like a year ago, like little mice that fit together. I love it. And these are some gifts. But you guys, this has been such a fun live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry about the lighting mix-ups and the fact that I dropped my phone at some point, but everything worked out. And this was so fun. And yeah, thank you for joining. And as usual, I'm just gonna do some plugs. You guys, I have creature merch on my website, zoesophia.com. I have an Instagram at Creatures by Zoe. I have just done an interview on Digital Arts Blog, so you guys should go and read it. Thank you so much for making Creature Nation a thing with me so that I can do interviews and have my merchandise and have my shirts sell out. Like, it makes me so happy, and I'm gonna make so many more items this year. I kind of did, like, essentially a little test run with the first few items, and now we're going to go and have so many more options, so many more fun things to choose from. So I'm very excited with some of your favorite characters because I know a lot of you guys have specific favorite characters. So I'm going to make sure that there are fun items and fun things in my shop that everyone can love and that everyone can rep Creature Nation in whatever way they feel the most connected to. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to quickly read. Oh, Lady Lullaby, that's super cute. I like that. Um If the crush is the same species, he should be standing on one leg. I love that. Also, mice. Yeah, mice. I will stand on my prediction for a clarinetist for the day after tomorrow. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that prediction. Guys, I'm not going to be able to do all of the instruments, which is a bit frustrating. But the thing is, certain instruments that you guys have requested are, which is fine, but not all of them are necessarily for like an orchestra or concerto. They're more for like a jazz band or something. And so I probably will be doing other instrument creatures in the future. Like, I really want to do a jazz trio or a jazz quartet. So I might save like the snare drum and the saxophone and stuff for that. I mean, I've already done a bass and a piano, but you know what I'm saying. Um, Seeing the video when I looked through your entire mark on the internet. That's so funny. There's not a ton of stuff, honestly, other than my illustrations. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day and weekend. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad you were here, even if it was just for a few minutes. I'm the reason you made an individual Instagram. No, it's honestly fine. I mean, it's not that crazy. Like, I needed to have a different Instagram anyways because that Instagram is just kind of irrelevant to my creature work pretty much. Like, it's just like, you know. Oh my gosh, hi. Opera singer, maybe. Yes, definitely going to do a singer soon. I'm going to draw a singer very soon. I would like a rock band since I'm in one. Yeah, honestly, that would be fun too. Cause like I mean, I want to do a guitar creature, but the thing is, that doesn't really make sense for an orchestra. So yeah, we might expand into other types of bands at another point. I would love to do a rock band, honestly. It won't be as big as the orchestra series, but just like a couple extra creatures when we have time. No, it's totally fine. Honestly, my Instagram is fine. I honestly could make it public again. There's nothing like that like I don't want people to see or something. It's honestly just kind of like irrelevant. Like it's just, my friends and stuff, and I just wanted to make an account that's like more, I don't know, more for like my subscribers and like just my illustration career and stuff, and not just like my own random personal photos. You know what I mean? Um but I don't know, I might make it public again at some point because it's just more my personal page and this is more my professional Instagram. So yeah. I literally have like 40 posts. Like it's not it's not even anything. Um the class I go to in music school is the jazz one. I love that. I love jazz. You guys know I love jazz. I love classical music so much. But there's also another side to me. Like I really love pop punk and yeah, but I don't really listen to it as much anymore. I really love jazz. I really love bossa nova. I really love um R&B, and I really love classical music. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to go. Guys, I will see you soon. Never know how to get off of these live streams because I just keep wanting to talk and it's hard to just like end a conversation that I'm having with you guys, slash, I'm just talking. But, anyways, I will see you guys soon. I will hopefully I'll do a live stream next Saturday as well, but I'm not going to like announce it this very second just because I'm not 100% sure. But I appreciate you guys for coming to this one. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being part of Creature Nation. There's so much fun stuff to come this year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as for this character, I am going to be. Wait, I sang Bossa Nova, the girl from Ipanema, with the Portuguese part, which I learned just for the song. Oh my gosh, that's so fun and wonderful. I can also sing it. I love it. It's classic. Um, so fun. But yeah, as for this creature, I'm going to be finalizing her and sharing the full color version with you guys tomorrow on my YouTube shorts. So she will be tomorrow's creature. Thank you for creating her with me. I love her, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Literally tomorrow and like every day afterwards.